Some good news and some bad news.
There was some good news and bad news? All right, let's hear it.
So yesterday we went to lunch, and my friends was kind of talking about Miss Bursall, how she was like eating with us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was sitting. So this is the table.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the table, and Miss Bursall was sitting on this side of me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on this side of me, and I was talking with a quiet voice. But then my friends was talking about how Miss Bursall dress, how she looks every day with her clothes on, and
Oh no. Okay, so they were saying mean things about your teacher.
Yeah, about your sister, and I was talking about something different.
Mm-hmm.
And then we left the lunch. Then we left the lunch, and then we left the cafeteria. We came in the classroom, and she was like, super upset.
Mm-hmm.
About how we was talking about her. And like, ooh.
Because she heard.
Yeah, she heard everything.
Oh no. Okay.
And then all of our friends, we got a bad note in our folders, and then we got.
Oh no.
And then we had to like go. So we have to like go to. And we talk about say some all kinds of stuff.
So were you saying participating in the putting down of Miss Birdsall, or was it just your friends who were doing it?
It was me and my friends.
You and your friends, you were doing it too. And how did that make you feel?
Not really so good.
Not really so good. Did you feel bad because you were participating in putting down your teacher, or was it because you felt bad that other people were putting down your teacher? That you were putting down your teacher and that they also were? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's hard to be listening to people putting down your teacher, but also not necessarily, but also getting kind of sucked into that. That can be really hard.
Cause after the cafeteria, so we was in the classroom, and then we sat down, and she was just talking.
Mm-hmm.
But she was angry, and she started talking to us, and.
You didn't like when Miss Birdsall got angry?
No, it makes me so scary.
It was really scary. I'm sure that could be scary.
Cause a lot of my friends was like being mean to her, and actually so was I.
So I know that last time in our last session you had talked about your friends and how you guys get along really well sometimes, but then sometimes you don't get along really well.
Yeah, and back to that, like today, like me and my friends me and my friends me and my friends have fun together, real fun, we're good.
Okay.
But yesterday when she got mad at us, we was like kind of like confused, like
yeah.
Like yesterday we got so confused and quiet, and got so quiet.
Right.
But we didn't know what. But then she also knows that we like to. We don't like to be mean to her, but sometimes it feels like so hard. It's so hard
to not be mean.
To not be mean to her.
So what makes it hard? What is it when you feel like being mean to her? What does that feel like? Like what do you feel inside of your body at that time? Like do you feel angry at her? Do you just feel frustrated at school, or like what does that feel like to you?
So frustrated.
Frustrated with Miss Birdsall or with your friends?
Yeah, because when we was like having fun, and well in the mornings. Yesterday in the mornings, I'm like, hey, Miss Rosa, hi, good morning, Miss Rosa, how are you? But then during morning meeting, it was great, and at history, it was great. But then at lunch, wasn't so great.
Okay.
But then I'm like, why are we like? I'm like, so at one point, at the point that when she got so mad at us that day, her voice was up to like was so loud, like up to like a 13.
Wow, that sounds really loud. Sounds scary.
Yeah. Her voice will up to a 13, I guess. Yeah.
So
like,
going
like up here.
Really high,
like, ooh,
really loud. She was mad.
Yeah. I was just sat. I just sat down and just be quiet the whole time that she was talking. I just said nothing to her.
Yeah.
I was okay.
So, well, let me kind of bring it. Well, I'll bring it full circle in just a minute here, but let me just kind of review some of the things that we went over last time. So I know that we were just talking about confidentiality, and you know that I'm not going to share anything with anybody during these sessions, right? Unless
I know. Yeah, I know.
Unless it's something that I need to.
Yeah.
You know.
I know, guys. I know that.
Yeah. So I promise I won't tell Miss Birdsall anything that we talk about.
I never told her nothing.
Okay. And then I also wanted to remind you that, I'm not a counselor yet, but I'm getting there. So this is helping me get there. You know that. You're helping me out. And also that I won't share. This video is only going to be shared with my instructor, not even any of my classmates. So I just want to put that back out there. And I wanted to bring it back to your relationships with your friends. And kind of, I'm glad that you're telling me about this incident that happened yesterday because last time you had rated yourself on the scale of 0 to 10. Remember, 0 being that you guys weren't getting along at all, and 10 being that you guys were getting along really well. Last time you had rated yourself as a 10 with your friends. So would you say that after the incident yesterday that you're still at a 10, or where are you in your scale with your friends right now? From 0 to 10.
I'm still at a 10.
You're still at a 10? Okay.
Yeah.
And what are you all doing to be at a 10 right now?
Huh?
What are you guys doing to be at a 10 right now? Like how is your friend how are the friendships?
We're doing really great. Like we're doing so better, like really better.
Okay, good.
But
except for yesterday.
At a 0, I can say at a 1.
A 1? So yesterday you would say was a 1.
Yeah, yesterday I would say that it was like a 1 or a 2.
Okay.
One of those.
And what made it a 1 or a 2 yesterday?
A 1. Yeah, but so at a 1, it could be like, huh?
What yesterday? What made it a 1 or a 2 as opposed to a 0?
But with the incident at lunchtime, that was like a 1 or 2.
Because people were being mean, you think?
Yeah, that was like
okay.
So that could be like so to you, how would that make you feel if you were in your friends or your sister?
If I was in your position and people were talking mean about my teacher, is that what you're saying?
Like how does that make you feel if you how does that make you feel if you was at like 1? Like
if I was at
like
1
with your friends, like how does that make you feel if your friends was talking about you? Like you were like something different. Like
if my friends were saying mean things about me, I would feel pretty bad. I would feel like my friends wouldn't want to be around me.
Like would it be like 1 or 10?
If I was a 10, I'd feel like my friends and I were being like really good friends, right? I mean, just like what you were talking about with your 10, where like you guys are getting along, you're doing be nice, like that whole thing.
Yeah.
But if I was at a 0, I would say that my friends and I weren't getting along at all. Not like maybe fighting more.
Yeah.
But it definitely sounds that like yesterday it was a harder day because
in my position,
it sounded like there was more fighting that was going on.
Yeah. So. But yesterday, I feel like Miss Bronson wanted us to do better at lunchtime because she was sitting right there with us. Like, like she wasn't with Miss Cummings or with Miss Megan or nothing like that, but she was just sitting right there with us. Like she was sitting right there with us.
You know what's great though, Chris, is
Yeah.
that you recognize that Miss Birdsall wants you to be better. You know, she knows what you're capable of,
Yeah.
and she knows that you can be better. So, let me ask you this question. It's going to sound kind of weird, but bear with me for a minute. Okay, so say tonight you go to bed, and everything's normal, but then like overnight a miracle happens. Okay, and you wake up in the morning and your problems are fixed. So like you don't get frustrated with Miss Birdsall. You're not trying to, your friends aren't being mean. So how would that look to you? How would you know that a miracle happened?
I don't know.
What would you be doing?
So, what I would be doing?
Yeah, what would you be doing? Like if a miracle happened and your behavior changed, what would you be doing?
I'll be like, so to me, wait, at home or school?
In general, anywhere. Well, what would you be doing that you would notice that a miracle happened overnight and that your behavior was changed?
I would be at school because, well, yesterday, so I didn't feel so good about the incident at lunchtime because I know that me, my friends can do better. I know that we can do better. I know we can. It's not really that hard.
Yeah. So what can you do to do better? How can you be better? What does that look like?
Like, not saying mean things to her.
Not saying mean things to her. Okay, that's a good start.
Cause I didn't mean to make her feel that bad today, but I didn't mean to let Miss Russell. I didn't mean to I didn't make Miss Russell feel that bad. Well, I did not mean to make Miss Russell feel that bad.
Right.
Like, I was like,
that's good.
Cause if I did make it bad, like.
So what could you have done differently in that situation that would have been different than what you did? So instead of participating and saying those things about Miss Birdsall, what could you have done instead? Can you think of anything?
Yeah.
What are some ideas?
I can say that she is like a good teacher.
Yeah, you could stick up for her.
Yeah. But we can do really better. Like me and my friends can do really better.
So if your miracle happened,
but we could do like real better.
Yeah.
But we had like that problem yesterday. That was like it was already really that bad. But
so if your miracle did happen, would you say that you would be doing better? You would say you'd be doing better than what you were doing yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be one way to notice, and your friends would probably notice that too because you'd be standing up for Miss Birdsall.
But then after that happened, and she was still angry at us.
Mm-hmm.
But she let Maddox get on the computer. She let Cooper get on iPads. But me, Amna, Rodney, it was
You guys didn't get anything.
It was me, Amna, Kwame, and Rodney. We were just sitting at our desk
with nothing, quietly.
Yeah, just. We were just sitting at our desk, just doing just like nothing. In our hands, nothing.
So it sounds like you really want to be better. You want to do better, and you want to have the privileges that the other students got to have with your good behavior.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so what are some steps that we can take to get you there? Like, what can you do to get yourself there? Because you really want to do it, and I know I can see it in your face that you really want to be better.
Yeah, I really do. And my friends wants to be better too.
Yeah.
My friends wants to be like my friends and I. We all want to be better. We all want to do better.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Like we want to do really better.
So can you think of one thing that you can do to be better? One thing. Let's start small. What's one thing that you can do to change that would make it better? I know that you had said, let's see, by telling your friends that, Miss Birdsall's a good teacher, by standing up for Miss Birdsall. That's a great start. But then what about inside of yourself? So when you feel yourself getting frustrated, what's something you can do to kind of ease that frustration?
I don't really know how that might feel.
Do you like to take deep breaths? Does that work for you? Like breathing and then out? Sometimes that can release, kind of like how you guys do in your classroom, where you breathe in a good emotion and breathe out a negative emotion. I think that could be a good tool maybe to start doing. So when you start feeling that frustration, taking a deep breath and then breathing it out. Mm-hmm. That could be a good tool. So you could definitely try that, and then and then definitely standing up for Miss Birdsall I think would be a good thing too. Because you like when Miss Birdsall is happy with you, right? And I know that in talking with her, she's told me that you have had some really good days recently, where you've been really good. And you like that, right? I can tell by your smile on your face, you like that. So and she wants you to be like that all the time. And I know your mom wants you to be like that.
Yeah, I do too. But the thing is, we can't just do what we want to do all the times. Right. We have to do what our teacher wants to do.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And it's hard to make those decisions and to listen sometimes when you don't necessarily want to do it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But it comes down to, respecting the teacher and saying, this is what my teacher wants me to do, so I'm going to follow through with that. Right? Mm-hmm. And I think that's really awesome that you recognize that.
Yeah, that is the most thing that they would do. But then if we don't do it, then she gonna get so mad at us, like yesterday. Like, I don't remember supposed to get that mad at us. Yes.
Yeah. I know. I wouldn't either, and I think it's great that you
could just do the right thing, and then she won't even get mad at us for something that we already done like last week.
Right.
Because last week it was rough. Also.
Okay. Well, we've come to that point in the session where I'm going to write you a message like we did last time. Okay? And I'm going to give you a pen and a paper, and I'm going to ask that you write one too. Kind of give me some feedback on what you thought about this session, what you got out of this session. And then we can wrap it up from there. Does that sound good? All right. I think this was a really productive session for you, Chris. And there's a pen. And it'll just give me a couple minutes, and then we'll reconvene, okay?
So
you can write what you thought about our session today, what you got out of it, anything you want about what we talked about. Okay?
Okay. I don't know how that feels. How we're talking?
T A L K I N G.
K I.
Okay. So Chris, I think it is so great that you are staying at a 10 with your friends. Even though sometimes you can fall down to a 0, I think you know exactly what you need to do to get back up to a 10. You know exactly what you're capable of, and you want to do better, and you know that you can do better, and I think that is so amazing about you. You know when you make a bad decision, and you have a really good mind to know how to fix that and to be aware of that. So because of your deepest desire to be better and to be kind and to, show your teacher that you respect them, I want you to continue to work on taking those deep breaths when you feel frustrated, on being, standing up for your teacher, telling your friends that she's a good teacher. And I want you to just focus on staying out of 10 with your friends and being that awesome person that I know you are. Okay? Sound good? By your smile, I think I can tell that you're going to be, by next session, you're going to be great.
Okay.